Hello and welcome to a very special version of Wear the Rose live from the England Team Hotel here in Tokyo. I'm Tom May and I'm joined by Manu Tuilagi and Anthony Watson.
Yes! Cheap. Big toe.
That was pretty enthusiastic given these two behind us. This weekend it's the Rugby World Cup final. England versus South Africa in Yokohama, and looking at the lineup that Eddie Jones has chosen is exactly the same squad as last week. Anthony, it's another opportunity for Owen and George to go at 10 and 12. What options does that create for England?
I think for me, personally, as a back three player, I'm sure Chief would agree, having those two guys in the centre, their distribution skills, their kicking skills, they're able to decision make so well, so late. It's perfect for us boys. You know, we get great ball on the edges to run with, and then, you know, when it's time to play a territory game, those two are, you know, up there with the best in the world at pinning the corners and finding that space as well. So it allows us to, you know, change our game plan on the run and, you know, adapt, which is exactly what you need.
And Manu, we know what's coming from the South Africans, very physical, especially up front in the pack. How do you think the guys are looking forward to that challenge? Because it is a massive challenge up front for the forwards, isn't it?
Yeah, we talked about that all week. We know the South Africans. They're always a tough physical team, and for us, you know, we have to take it to them right from minute one. You know, if we wait for them to bring it to us, it's going to be tough, especially in the physical battle.
And it's no doubt been an exciting week for you guys. It's been a tough week for Willie Hines, who's obviously missed out through injury, and obviously Ben Spencer's arrived into camp. Just give a little word for what Willie Hines has been like in camp, and then perhaps how Ben's been since he's arrived.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know Willie too well, to be fair, before he joined up with us. But, you know, he's a very special bloke, to be fair. He's been one of the onsen crew.
He seems to be a lot.
Yeah.
One of the Denzel. Is there anyone who's not part of the onsen?
No, there's a trio, mate. There's a trio. The Denzels, me, Kyle, and Willie go pretty much every day. So we've got very close, as you can imagine. But no, it's been class. Honestly, he's been world class. Just the way he manages the game and helps out. He's always there at the end of training, kicking box kicks for the wingers and stuff like that, and you know, trying new things to help people around him improve. So obviously, you know, gutted for him to have picked up an injury, but I don't think it would affect, you know, his professionalism this week. He's going to be continuing to try and help out the boys as much as possible. And then Spenny obviously coming in, you know, he's brought a new energy. You know, he's fit straight in, to be fair. You wouldn't have noticed that this is his first week. He's, you know, as I said, fit straight in. So. And
Manu, the guys that come on to finish the game, it's all role reversal, and a lot of people can't deal with the fact that it's now a 23-person game. How important is it to get those guys on at the end, contributing massively to what is a team performance?
It's very important, you know, when you're you have your starters, you know, try and do a good job, and then, you know, Eddie always talks about, you know, the finishers to come on and up the level again of you know, physicality and the pace of the game. You know, it's not like you're on the bench or you don't have a bigger job than the start boys. It's actually, I think, it's more important than the boys that are on at the start.
And Anthony, a word on Eddie Jones. Almost perfectly, it's his 50th cap this weekend in the Rugby World Cup final. He's got the best win ratio out of all the coaches at 80%. A word on him and how he's helped grow this group.
Yeah, massively. I think, you know, the last 4 years under him has been very, very special. I think everyone bought into his ethos from the start, and you know, hopefully we can make it all worthwhile and get the win on Saturday. But yeah, he's been world class, I think, across the board. For me as an individual as well, I think he's helped bring on my game leaps and bounds. So you know, I'm very thankful to him for that, and I'm sure a lot of the other boys would agree.
And Manu, it's a Rugby World Cup final, as if I needed to tell you. The emotions, the feelings, are they any different to another Test match? Is there a slight bigger impetus into this week?
Obviously, you know, World Cup final is unbelievable to be even in the World Cup final. I mean, for me personally, obviously for the team, obviously that's gonna, you know, bring a lot of noise. But for us, we talked about it in the week, right at the start of the week. You know, we just got to focus and prepare. You know, it's going to be a tough game, and you know, it's the biggest game of our lives. But we got to just keep doing what we're doing, focus on your own job, and take it to them right from the start.
It must be a dream come true for millions of kids around the world that want to end up playing in a Rugby World Cup final. Is it something you've always dreamed of as a player?
Just, you know, it's beyond my dreams. So for me personally, I'm thankful to God that I'm here, and obviously with the boys. And you know, I'm here now. You know, you've got to enjoy what's now.
And a big, especially in some of your brothers' cases, big rugby families. I've been on the receiving end a couple of times. What does it mean from a family perspective? Because it means a lot to everyone that's been supportive of you guys on your journey through to this point, right? It's a huge moment for all of your families.
Yeah, 100%. I think they've been the ones who've stuck with us through it. You know, from day one and through dark times and better times. So, to be able to represent them on the weekend is definitely special. And yeah, we just look to enjoy it as much as possible and do them proud.
And Manu, camp's been nearly 18 weeks. Some brilliant memories, I would imagine. Give us some of the best memories you've had, maybe on field or off field, aside from the onsens.
Well, that's number one, mate.
We keep those in a little box.
The whole time we've been together since day one. I've enjoyed every minute of it because we came in, we set the goal. Where the hard work starts, and we knew that if we want to get to here now, we had to put everything into it, and we took it on. We had a mindset of bring it on, whether it's early training or the pressure fit,
Half eight.
half eight or whatever. And the end of it, it's what was all worth it.
The whole of England is going mad for rugby right now. Have you got a message for them perhaps back home?
I'd just like to say thank you, all of you guys back in England and guys here supporting us in Japan. Your support's been huge. It helps us massively. It's an extra boost, and we're going to need that on the weekend. And I'd like to say thank you to my village back in Samoa. I saw your put up the pictures. All the England flags are up with the Samoan flags. Thank you for your support. For Taitele Lava.
Thanks, fellas. If you want more exclusive footage of behind the scenes, what's been going on as Eddie's shaped his team, make sure you watch the latest episode of Rising Suns.
The biggest compliment I could pay to this team is I'm going to miss being here, miss being around the boys. Hopefully we can do something that will mean that we're linked together forever as a group. That'll be nice.
You can watch the full episode on England Rugby's YouTube channel. So that's it from Japan. Thanks very much to all of the players that have appeared over the last 3 months. Thank you to Manu and Anthony. They've been fantastic. Enjoy the weekend. It's the Rugby World Cup final. It's England versus South Africa. That's live on ITV at 9 AM. And if you want to watch, make sure you get down to your local club, grab a beer and a bacon sandwich and sample the atmosphere there. Thank you for watching, and make sure you wear the rose this Saturday.